Hello YouTubers and welcome to another video. Some time ago I was at a flea market and there I bought this AKAI cassette deck model HX-A3 and I also got the amplifier which matches it. It is model AMA2 and it works completely. I'll do another demo of that soon. And the problem with this was that it would come on, but the counter would not light up and the cassette indication would not work, and none of the functions here worked. You can see in here there's two fuses. One of those was blown. That was causing the mechanism not to work, as that operated the motor and the mechanism. Now the problem was it was this 500 milliamp fuse, I believe. I replaced that. Oh no, it was this 630 milliampere. This one. I replaced it and it just blew again. So I had to find out that there was something wrong in the mechanism. So I followed the wires. It was this big cable which connects here to this cable, which then goes to the mechanism and drives the motor and the solenoids and everything in there. And then I realized that the motor was shorted out. That motor right there. So I took it out and connected it to an external power supply, and also that indicated that there was a short. So I took it apart, and the transistor in the speed control on the back of the motor got really hot. So there was something wrong in the motor. Then it came out that the point where inside the motor there are those two brushes, and they contact a little piece on the back of the motor. I don't really know how it's called, but that was dirty, and that just shorted out over time. So I repaired that and put it all back together, put in another fuse, and as we turn it on, you can see the mechanism runs just fine. This thing has a huge flywheel run by a belt. You can see the belt right there. It's a really big flywheel for a cassette deck. It's also really heavy. And all the three belts in this deck are still good, so it should have a stable speed. As you can see on the back of the motor, well, you can't see it because of this metal piece being in front of it, but I can read it. It says 8 October of 1984. So it's from 1984. These are the inputs and the outputs here. We have a pretty big circuit board here, but it only contains some integrated circuits right here. This is pretty modern AKAI stuff. Has a relay for the output, so that the output is muted if there's no sound. That's nice. It's the power supply board, the board with a display. And now we'll take a look at the front side. And there we go. Here we have the power switch, eject button, and this is the cassette compartment. We have that orange thing that's just a piece of paper. It's a pretty handy guide to see how far the cassette has played. There's the erase head. The camera's losing focus. Let's turn the night shot on. There's the record head and the play head. And the erase head right there. And the cap stand and the pinch holder were really dirty, so I had to clean those. So, and it does sound really good now. Here's the counter, the VU meter, and the tape indicator, and also the Dolby indicator. Headphones, microphone left and right, the record level sliders right here. They're not running very smooth, but they don't scratch. They are not scratchy, so I'm not going to spray them, but maybe I'll repair it someday. Counter reset, timer start, record off play. It will be off, B or C, and play, rewind, fast forward, stop, record and mute. I have here a cassette, and I'll have no amplifier hooked up, but I can play it to show that the mechanism works. See? It does run. It's not a real-time counter, but it's just counts till 99. I think something is wrong. Tape is messed up. This cassette is messed up. I don't like this music, but it's just a test cassette. But the tape is kinda messed up, so just fast forward it a little bit. And it plays. It says it's a normal bias tape. Nice few meters. So it's a really nice cassette deck. And I just found out that it matches the AKAI EAA7 equalizer I have perfectly. Except that faceplate is just a little bit darker. But it matches the amplifier and the cassette deck pretty well, so it's a nice combination. I'll do a demo of that someday soon. Anyway. There you have it, the AKAI HX-A3 cassette deck.